That money to the IRS. How much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your...
Federal agents discovered alarming items during a search of Floyd Mayweather's home, sparking major turmoil across the boxing world. Mayweather, known for his legendary boxing career and lavish lifestyle, is now caught up in legal and money-related troubles that are shaking up sports and legal circles. The unbeaten champion, who created an empire with his fighting skills and smart business moves, is now facing claims that could damage his reputation and bring up hard questions about his money matters.
You go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats.
Mayweather now faces a $4 million lawsuit under the RICO Act filed by Leonard Ellerby, a jeweler from Miami. This case, which was brought to a federal court in Miami, accuses Mayweather and his brand, the Money Team, of many wrongdoings like fraud, conspiracy, breaking a contract, gaining unfair benefits, and theft. The jeweler says Mayweather bought several luxury watches, a diamond necklace, and a ring, but did not pay the full amount, leaving nearly $4 million unpaid. The jeweler has shared proof like text messages to show that Mayweather still owes him for these items. This lawsuit is just one part of a larger history of legal problems for Mayweather, who over the years has faced many cases and accusations, including past claims of not paying debts and handling money poorly. If found guilty, this RICO case could bring heavy financial penalties and harm his reputation even more. Adding to the trouble, new claims of money laundering have come up. Though the details are still coming out, these accusations point to possible illegal money activities, which would make his legal situation much worse. Money laundering charges are serious and could lead to criminal cases and major money-related fallout. To add to all of this, reports say Mayweather was involved in a money dispute in Dubai. He was reportedly stuck there for a short time because of an unpaid debt to a local businessman. The amount was large, and Mayweather either could not or would not pay it quickly. This caused tension and could have turned into a legal fight, but he seems to have fixed the issue and left Dubai. Still, this event has raised more doubts about his financial health and his ability to support his very expensive lifestyle.
So I found out from a source, Floyd Money Mayweather can't leave Dubai because him and his sidekick, they had stole millions of jewelry last time they was out in Dubai. So when he tried to leave, it's going to run through the system and they going to arrest his ass. So that's why Floyd Money...
These ongoing legal and money problems have created a lot of doubt around Mayweather, who has been a major figure in boxing for decades. His reach goes far beyond the ring, with his company, the Money Team, helping shape modern boxing. But if these accusations lead to convictions or large financial penalties, it could seriously hurt his business efforts and his reputation in the sports world. This situation has left many people in boxing and beyond wondering what will happen next to Mayweather. Will he get through these legal troubles without damage, or will his carefully built empire start to fall apart under the pressure? Only time will tell, but for now, the man who was never beaten in the ring is facing a very different fight. And that's not all. If Floyd Mayweather had taken the time to rethink his choice, he might have seen that firing Leonard Ellerby was one of the biggest mistakes of his career. Since their split, Ellerby has been sharing shocking details about Floyd and how his promotion agency really works.
You don't think Twitter holds a lot of substance, but did you see some of the rumors flying around about Leonard might be leaving Mayweather Promotions?
Man, I don't listen to none of that stuff. I'm doing what I do. I'm doing what I do.
Is there any truth to any of that?
No.
That's a resounding no.
The split happened mainly because of Leonard Ellerby's close connection to Gervonta Davis, a world champion who has since left Mayweather Promotions. Adding to that was an ongoing conflict between Ellerby and Floyd Mayweather Jr. himself. These tensions were brought to light by Floyd's uncle Jeff Mayweather, a trainer with the promotion team. Leonard Ellerby has stopped hiding any details. In a recent interview, he openly confirmed everything Jeff Mayweather said about Floyd, pressuring him to pick a side. But there is much more beneath the surface than what has been shared. Ellerby found himself unable to choose sides because Floyd Mayweather still owed Gervonta Davis $33 million from their time working together. According to Ellerby, Mayweather refused to pay that amount, and Ellerby acted as a key mediator between them, especially in stopping Davis from taking legal action. Without Ellerby's help, the situation between Mayweather and Davis would likely have turned into even more chaos. Gervonta Davis planned to file a lawsuit right after his win over Frank Martin, and that move unexpectedly caused Floyd Mayweather to fire Leonard Ellerby. This action seemed to prove what Ellerby had been saying all along. Now Mayweather is facing another legal fight as allegations of fraud and theft have come up against him. The American boxer and rapper Tyga have been named in a lawsuit filed by Miami jeweler Leonard Ellerby, who claims unpaid debts for several pieces of jewelry, with the transactions dating back to late June 2021.
Now, that's what I do every day. Shop. Ain't number like a couple bucks. Greg, come with me. I didn't get these. Yeah. I did? Yes, sir. Yes. Okay, before we make the best of it.
Leonard Sewell, the owner of Lenzo & Co., started a lawsuit in Miami federal court on August 23, citing violations under the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. The lawsuit lists charges including fraud, civil conspiracy, breach of contract, civil theft, and other related offenses. According to Sewell, he sold several luxury items, including an Audemars Piguet watch, 2 Richard Mille watches, a Patek Philippe watch, and a rose gold Rolex Presidential Day date. Additionally, the deal included a diamond ring and a necklace. But Sewell claims he has still not received full and fair payment for the transaction. Tyga, whose real name is Michael Raywan Stevenson, has also faced allegations for failing to pay for a Rolex, according to a lawsuit mentioned by the Miami New Times. In a separate case, boxing legend Floyd Mayweather, age 47, and his company, the Money Team, are accused of using predatory, fraudulent, and unethical practices to get jewelry from the plaintiff Suleiman without paying the full price. The jeweler claims that although he received 2 down payments totaling $267,000, Mayweather left the city without settling the remaining balance. Despite several attempts and negotiations with his agents, Suleiman never received the full amount. The outstanding sum Mayweather allegedly owes stands at $3.8 million, nearly $4 million. Equals.
Floyd's a billionaire.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is. They're claiming he was doing $100 million a fight, and I'm claiming he in his whole career has made about $100 million.
This is not the first time in recent months that the famous boxer has been caught up in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. In January, Eduardo Martinez filed a suit claiming that 2 years ago at an LA yard house, the boxer's security team attacked him. Martinez said he was trying to film Mayweather when the boxer saw him and told his security to step in. There was a fight between the security team and Martinez, which turned into a physical assault and an attempt to take his phone. Even with the commotion, yard house staff did not get involved. The person who filed the case is now asking for $3 million in damages for the severe mental distress, physical injuries, and the emotional pain, humiliation, and suffering he has gone through because of the incident. And a recent announcement by the Miami New Times: Floyd Mayweather's latest legal problem has been made public. Leonard Ellerby is suing Mayweather and his company, the Money Team, accusing them of breaking the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. The lawsuit, filed in Miami federal court on August 23, also claims fraud, civil conspiracy, breach of contract, unjust enrichment, and civil theft, among other accusations. Additionally, rapper Tyga, whose real name is Michael Raywan Stevenson, is named in the suit for supposedly failing to pay for a Rolex. The lawsuit describes a pattern of unfair and fraudulent practices, saying the defendants used the plaintiff's reputation and assets to steal watches and jewelry without proper payment. In late June 2021, during several meetings with Floyd Mayweather and TMT representatives at the Fontainebleau in Miami Beach, Suleiman, the owner of Lenzo & Company, says he sold Mayweather several expensive items. These included a yellow gold Audemars Piguet watch, 2 Richard Mille watches, a Patek Philippe watch, a rose gold Rolex Presidential Day date, a diamond ring, and a diamond necklace. According to Suleiman, he only received $267,000 in 2 down payments before Mayweather left Miami. Mayweather's team also reportedly asked Suleiman to hand over his phone to keep things private during the meeting. Suleiman revealed that he had brought another phone hidden to record footage of the items Mayweather bought and the stacks of cash used for the down payments. This news came right after Leonard Ellerby's comments about the poor financial results from the exhibition fight between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and John Gotti III.
Gotti thing yesterday. So John Gotti, the mobster, his grandson,
the brawl.
he was holding. So Floyd is just piecing him up. You know, I mean, even at 46, he's the greatest of all time. And this kid is really an MMA fighter. He's a tough guy. He caught Floyd a couple times, some little shots. But mostly he's just getting boxed up. Boxed up by literally the greatest boxer of all time. But he was holding on quite a bit. and wouldn't let go and was trying to like hold and clinch and hit, which is something you can do in MMA. So he's protecting himself from Floyd, but he's not letting go. And so Kenny Bayless gets tired of him not listening and not letting go, and he pushes him off and he says, that's it, I'm stopping this fight. That's it. You won't listen to me, I am calling this fight. So he goes crazy and gets away from Kenny Bayless and just starts wailing punches at Floyd. Look at this, Floyd catches him with a counter right there. Bang!
Ellerby, the former CEO of Mayweather Promotions, revealed that Mayweather had greatly overestimated the money he would make from the fight. He also noted that Mayweather had been counting on the exhibition match as a final attempt to reduce his debt. But Ellerby pointed out that Mayweather could only expect to earn between $20 and $25 million from the event, which was still several million short of what he owed. If Floyd Mayweather does not pay back his debts after such a long delay, things could turn very bad. Ellerby's claims often seem confusing, especially since Floyd Mayweather continues to live his rich and extravagant life without any visible problems. Many fans have turned against Ellerby, accusing him of betrayal for sharing private information about Mayweather after leaving Mayweather Promotions. What most people do not know is that Mayweather was actually the first one to betray. Before Leonard Ellerby started speaking about Floyd Mayweather's wrongdoings, Floyd had already committed several bad acts. At first, Ellerby stayed quiet about Mayweather's debts and controversies, but eventually he spoke up. It is worth noting that Tank Davis is no longer connected to Mayweather Promotions. After leaving the organization, Ellerby has been actively working against Mayweather by giving federal agents key information about his location and assets. Oscar de la Hoya has also exposed Floyd in this matter.
Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Rick Glazer also confirmed that Floyd Mayweather's recent public appearances suggested Gervonta Davis accusations might be wrong or that Mayweather had somehow left the country in May. But Leonard Ellerby now says that Floyd Mayweather was truly held against his will in Dubai and his release depended on his bank accounts being frozen until he paid off his debts. Leonard Ellerby's inside knowledge about Floyd Mayweather's situation comes from his time as CEO of Mayweather's boxing promotion company. According to Ellerby, he knew about Mayweather's status even before Gervonta Davis was told. While Floyd Mayweather has recently returned to the U.S., he is reportedly still confined in Dubai. Ellerby did not share more details about Mayweather's detention, but recent leaks have given boxing fans hints about his ongoing problem. It seems Ellerby has revealed that Mayweather was given a huge amount of money at a casino only to lose it all while gambling. Since Dubai currently has no legal casinos, it is likely this happened at a private place. Mayweather's private jet was reportedly surrounded by police at Dubai airport with his money useless because of a frozen account. Even while detained, he was free to move around Dubai and live a lavish lifestyle. But to stop him from leaving the country, Dubai authorities placed security guards around his jet to keep him confined. It is widely rumored that Floyd Mayweather is deeply in debt, possibly owing hundreds of millions of dollars. Reports suggest he is paying over $20 million a month toward these debts. Instead of taking smart steps to handle his financial troubles, Mayweather has kept up his expensive lifestyle, which only makes his money problems worse. Also, Dubai has gained a reputation for holding Americans who could not pay their debts. Despite these rumors, the media has stayed unusually quiet, and there has been no comment from the White House about Mayweather's recent controversies. Significantly, it was his former protege who exposed all of his hidden actions and even accused him of cheating people in Mexico. Ellerby's proof of Mayweather's financial instability backs up other rumors shared by Davis, who claimed that the veteran boxer is being held captive.
Was that guy, you know, and the two worlds collided, and we used that as a platform for Floyd to go on to become the biggest star in the sport. This one's different because, you know, social media.
Leonard Ellerby was always quiet about Floyd Mayweather in interviews and elsewhere. But Floyd's lack of honesty eventually caught up with him. The situation got worse when a former employee shared complaints revealing Mayweather ongoing troubles with Dubai authorities. Months ago, Floyd had promised to hold a fight in Dubai, believing his presence would help the local boxing scene just like it did in Saudi Arabia. Even after receiving a large payment for this promise, he backed out, saying he worried the fight might hurt his reputation. If that was all, things might have been easier. But Floyd Mayweather's many activities in Dubai have left him stuck in money disputes that could take years to fix. Despite gambling being illegal there, a former employee has said that Floyd bet too much and built up a large debt. He spent more than his limit and kept playing, hoping to make up his losses later. But Money Mayweather did not pay his debts before leaving. Although he might look free of trouble, he is far from it. His only plan has been to keep these problems out of the public eye, but he is facing serious trouble if they come to light. He continued, "I have not talked to Floyd in a while, but I still keep in touch with his right-hand man, whom I have known for 25 years. I tried reaching out to see if he understood what was happening, but he did not answer right away. When he finally got back to me, he said they had Floyd over there. Apparently, he had been detained for a month. They claim it is all about some money issue." He added, "Floyd has cash, so I hope they do not take it to court. Problem is, they say he owes money for a deal that fell through and they want their money back. Out there the rules are different. They might decide to go to court or handle it another way. It could have turned out really badly for him." Then explained that Floyd was basically taken without his passport or any personal items. Even while staying in a luxury 6-star hotel, Floyd Mayweather found himself in a risky situation. Known for earning over $1 billion, Mayweather wealth is legendary. But with that much money, spending becomes just as extreme, leading to money strain. While he may have plenty of resources, they did not help much in Dubai, where local demands seem to be more than his cash. The end of his Dubai nightmare must have been a huge relief, allowing him to focus again on his business and personal life. He made a comeback in the boxing ring, announcing his return to fight John Gotti III. He said, "I have come to understand that I am making deals around the world every day. Just recently I was in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. But the situation in America has gotten worse, and Dubai Floyd was detained with his private jet, watched by police to stop any escape attempt." Meanwhile, in the US, reports from a former employee say many of his assets are expected to be taken soon. In a recent interview, the former employee explained that things have indeed become more complicated. The main issue is Floyd Mayweather accounts and properties, with strong efforts to get payment. Even with the growing pressure, Floyd is handling the situation well, and there is hope for a solution. But things are getting more chaotic. Over the last few months, rising debts have forced Floyd to think about selling some of his properties. Earlier this year, Dana White also shared the truth about Floyd not paying Logan Paul for their fight.
Because I see a lot of people always bring up the fighter pay with the UFC, but isn't Logan complaining right now that he didn't get his checks from Floyd? Is that like a boxing issue versus
you don't ever hear that coming out.
To this day,
you hear a guy going, "Oh, I want to make $30 million. I didn't get paid enough." You don't ever hear guys going, "Yeah, they didn't pay me yet," ever.
Is that like a boxing issue?
Well, here's what happens when you go in and you do these fights and you make them. And Hunter, correct me if I'm wrong. You do these fights that are exhibitions or whatever. The commission isn't overseeing it. So let's say I did a fight with Mike. I got Mike fighting, Francis or something. The athletic commission gets the money up front, so they pay the fighters. They don't have to wait for. That was the big problem in the past, is that these boxing promoters would come in and they wouldn't make as much money as they thought they were going to do, so they would stiff the fighters and not pay the guys. And that's why these regulations are in place in these different states. And that's why, I don't want to shit on any of the other states, but you want to fight in like Nevada or California, these guys that have
the best ever,
yeah.
Wolf, he was like, "I gotta do that."
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like,
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all guys, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it?
Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm about.
Left Bob Arum. It's not good it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not gonna elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go.
All right, everyone. Stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.